Hello, I'm Dan Toppy and welcome back to another brand new Fortnite video. Today we received another weekly update to the game and of course got our new weekly challenges. So today I'm going to cover how to complete all of the week 3 challenges in the quickest and easiest ways possible. Just like the last 2 weeks, we've got a couple of challenges in there which are quite hard just because it's hard to work out what you actually need to do to complete it. And the others are all just ones that you really need to grind out, but there are a few tips which will help you to do it a little bit easier. So the first challenge you might be struggling to complete is challenge 4, and challenge 4 says that you need to land on 7 different bullseyes. If you've already played the game, you can't have missed these bullseyes. There's 25 glowing red bullseyes around the map, and all you need to do is land on it when you jump out of the battle bus. On screen now is a map of all the locations, but as you can see they're scattered pretty much around the entire map, so there's a lot of different areas that you can drop in whilst completing this challenge. So like I said, all you have to do is land on 7 different bullseye locations and you will have completed the challenge. If you land for a second time on a location, it won't count it towards the challenge, but you don't have to be the only player dropping on it in your game for it to count. The other challenge you might be struggling with this week is challenge 5, and like last week it's another map following challenge. This challenge says follow the treasure map found in Snobby Shores. On screen now I've marked on the map the location where you need to go to redeem your golden medal this week, and that location is in between the 2 mountains to the northwest of Tilted Towers, and in between those 2 mountains there's 2 trees, and if you stand right in the middle of the 2, the medal will pop up and you just have to redeem it by holding down F or whatever your key you use to open up chests. After you've completed those 2, all the other challenges are fairly simple, but there are a few tips I can give you that will help you to complete them a bit easier. For challenge number 1, you need to harvest 3,000 building resource using a pickaxe. Obviously you don't need to focus directly on this because you will just complete it as you're playing, but if you did want to focus on this and get it completed within the first day, you're going to want to land at a forest in the middle of nowhere where you can easily just chop down all the trees. This way you'd be pretty much completely uncontested, but you don't really need to do this because you will harvest 3,000 resources whilst playing normally. Challenge 2 says you need to deal 500 damage with suppressed weapons to opponents, so for this you have the choice of the silenced SMG or the silenced pistol, but obviously as weapon spawns are completely random, there is no tactic for really finding these weapons. The best thing you can do really is go to the big cities where there's the most loot and the most players, because that's your best chance of finding those weapons and getting the kills easily. For challenge 3, we need to search 7 chests in Junction. When I saw this I thought it was going to be a nightmare like the Wailing Woods one was, but luckily Junction spawns in a lot more chests than Wailing Woods does. The first time that I dropped into Junction I found 5 chests, I managed to redeem 3 of them, and I found 2 that had already been opened before, so this challenge shouldn't really give you too much trouble, but on screen now is my gameplay finding them, and it'll give you an idea of where some of the locations are. Mainly I'd say just head for the big buildings and make sure you have your sound turned up so you can hear all those chests. For challenge 6 we need to get 1 crossbow elimination, and I'd really recommend that you go and play in squads or duos for this, just because you're able to drop the players with a normal weapon and then finish them off with the crossbow. It'll be pretty much impossible to kill a player with a crossbow straight up if you are further on in the game. If you're at the start of the game when no one has any shields, it might be possible to get an easily one-shot kill, but playing in squads or duos and dropping them with a normal weapon and then finish them off with a crossbow is a much more guaranteed way to do it. And finally for challenge 7, all you need to do is eliminate 3 opponents at Salty Springs. Salty Springs is a good drop place and a lot of players normally drop there, so they shouldn't be too hard to complete. I'd recommend that you drop at the top of the hill near the single story building and the big red double story building, just because there's decent loot up there, and also you have height advantage over any players that drop down at the bottom, so you have a better chance of winning any gunfights if they get some good weapons. But that is everything that I have to say on how to complete all 7 challenges from week 3 in Fortnite Battle Royale Battle Pass. I think this week's challenges are quite a bit easier than last week's just because they're a lot more straightforward, but let me know how you're getting on and what you think of them in the comments down below. If this video has been helpful, please make sure you leave it a like. Make sure you are subscribing if you are new here, because I will be doing one of these videos for every single week of the challenges as soon as they come out. And also check out the playlist at the end of the video if you want to see any of the previous week's challenges. But thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.